Is it working? Please tell me it's working.
I have no idea.
God damn it, it's not working. Hold on 1 second.
Is this
No.
going to be on your channel or Minions?
This
Yours, I assume?
is on mine, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Making
Hi
sure.
everyone, welcome to my channel. We're playing Xenos, Eisenhorn Xenos. Hey, is it working? It does not work. This motherfucker. Game capture. Specific, no, any full screened application. Here you go. How about that? Fucking, the sound's working. Yeah, thanks, Hey,
Yeah. Sound is good. Well, Quiz tries to figure out what in the hell and what in the what. Greetings and salutations, everyone! You're actually hearing the voice of the SCP-173, the guy who likes to sit back and heckle Quiz on Monday nights.
Pretty much, yeah. And so we're trying to get you on Minions one of these times, man. So.
Highly possible. I don't see any reason why I can't do it on this coming Monday, so.
This game may not work because I didn't start it up with OBS already open, so let me try that. Yes. Come on, what the fuck, OBS? Alright, you know what then? Let's do this. Let's get rid of that game capture and then bring in a game capture. Yes. Specific window. Give me Xenos. Okay. Stop doing it. What the fuck? Is it on the top? Why are you not working? You motherfuck. Any full screen application. There we go. Go. Come on. Come on.
Cooperate. Why would it do that?
Son of a fucking bitch. You know what I could do? I could just fucking window capture it. Let's just try that. Let's just try window capture. I think it may have some lag on it.
Oh, yeah.
I hope not.
Window capture stuff usually does.
Yeah. But I'm all out of other options. I can't think of anything.
I don't know. Couldn't tell ya.
That's not even on the window capture. Can't even capture it by window. What the fuck?
Yo.
Technical difficulties. The Inquisitor stream. Fucking game capture. Yeah. Okay. Specific window. See, that's the thing, is that it's discovering the window. But it's not pulling up the fucking game.
Yeah, I really can't help you. I don't know shit about shit with that stuff.
Maybe I changed the resolution. It's for default. Yeah, alright. Here we go. What the fuck? Fucking. Come on. work with me here. I have no idea why the hell this isn't working.
No idea.
Let's see here.
Damn call.
That's one thing for this is that it doesn't. Okay, I like Warhammer. Good lord. Holy shit.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, I was loud. It's black screen. Okay, so I think I might know what's going on. Let me try something real quick. Stream may go down in a second, or at least in terms of what's actually being broadcast, so give it one quick second, guys. Alright. So, let me try this again. I'm hoping everyone is back now. Holy shit, wait. We might actually have it, guys.
Muggerb.
We might actually have it, boys. Holy shit, we do! Alright. Woo! That was a nightmare. I needed to run it as an administrator, guys. So this is Eisenhorn Xenos. Now, hey SCP, do you know much about this?
Only bits and pieces.
Okay. This is actually one of the more popular, more well-known of the Warhammer 40k novels. It has to deal with Inquisitor Eisenhorn and his trials and tribulations throughout his rather short life, but yeah, it's this is the first book in the series, written by Dan Abnett. I'm a massive fan of these books. These were absolutely amazing books. I've heard this game is not so good, but I will be the judge of that. How about that? And yeah. And yeah, so I'm well versed in these books. I've read the trilogy at least twice, fairly recently too. So yeah, let's get on with it. No fucking blood.
Not in this case, anyways. Heyo.
The past is a mirror to
Live
the future.
heckling this time, ladies and
Also, a
Germans.
friend once
Live
said to me.
heckling.
I did not believe it then.
This is Mark Strong
I do
is
now.
Inquisitor Eisenhorn.
The past walks with us. Its face is the face of all those we have hated. All we have loved. All we have failed. They say that to be an agent of the Imperial Inquisition is to see the true horror of the universe and still have the will to prevail. As with all things, there is another face to the truth. I have looked on the terrors of the universe and cast them down. I have judged billions and forgiven some. I have known victory and touched defeat. And the lesson that all my years as an Inquisitor have taught me is that it is not enough to prevail. We have to endure the poison of history. We have to survive our own sins. My name is Gregor Eisenhorn, and these deeds were mine.
Let me see if I can add subtitles to this as soon as it gets into the game. W.R. Costin didn't know Inquisitor did video game playthroughs. I normally don't, but this was a game I just discovered here recently, and I thought it would be fairly interesting to do a playthrough of it on my channel. Inquisitor.
Hunting the recidivist Murd in Iclone.
Inquisitor
I came to Hubris in the dormant of 240.M41, as the Imperial sidereal calendar has it. Dormant lasted 11 months of Hubris's 29-month lunar year, and the only signs of life were the custodians patrolling the precincts of the hibernation tombs.
That's kind of odd. In the book, they didn't describe the custodians for the hibernation tombs to be,
Where are the tombs' custodians?
Mechanicum.
They are making their rounds.
Knowing we approach? Knowing we expect to meet them?
I will check.
I'm not gonna lie, that character
I
model
had
for
heard of the
Eisenhorn's
bitter
pretty
cold,
cool.
and prayed to the Emperor that I would never feel it again.
Game. Show subtitles. There we go. Alright. Yeah, so it's not quite like Batman, I can't run. Or at least not yet.
How?
Stay back.
Inquisitors don't run, they strut.
Not from danger. Investigate the facility. Oh, there we go. Wow! I'm going at Mork speed! A couple of dead people. You just gonna wait out there? Fine. Alright, cool. I mean, I suppose I am an Inquisitor.
Processional 212 was a hibernation tomb at the west end of the Great Imperial Avenue. It housed 12,142 members of the Hubris ruling elite.
Yes. Auspex. Right trigger to enter Auspex aiming mode. Hold focus on mechanical objects to activate them. Got an Auspex. I can't activate the dead body. I mean, he's Mechanicum, so it means that most of his body is augmentative. I can activate it with my Auspex, can't I? Oh, hey, data slate. Processional 212, Elite Hibernation Tomb, population 12,142. Cryosystem standard, custodian authentication complete. Error unknown. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Data slate added to library. Library. Alright, can I go in here? I've got to say, I am not disappointed with the atmosphere of any of these Warhammer games. They do an amazing job of capturing the look and feel of the grim darkness of the far future, if you know what I mean. What? There's something over here?
careful, Loris. You know how dangerous Cyclone is.
He's an animal, a dangerous one, but we'll put him down.
Now, Loris was
We have him cornered.
a
That'll
hive
make him
ganger.
more of a threat than ever. Watch your back.
You too, Eisenhorn.
She was recruited into service after she tried to rob Eisenhorn. And she gives him a gun, which is a sentimental thing. We'll probably see that a little bit later. Because she doesn't live very long. She dies here.
I admit I was excited, eager to close and conclude a business that had lasted 6 years. Cyclone had evaded me for 6 whole years. I studied his methods every day and dreamed of him every night. Now, I could smell him.
Man, using a power sword as a wedge, that does not seem like a good idea.
No, God, no.
Hey, it's even got the... You even activated it, dude!
No, bad idea.
Ew. Raspberry jam. And the Mechanicum agent lost his toaster.
In every direction, rows and rows of ice berths ranged down the smooth basalt chambers. It was like walking into the Imperium's grandest mall.
Okay, that's kind of cool. I've seen a little bit of this from other people's playthroughs. They didn't actually look up. Holy shit. You don't get the grand scale of it until you do shit like this, man. That's cool.
Yeah, it is. Well, they say in game development that getting a player to look up is the hardest fucking thing that you can possibly do.
That's true. Time to die.
Their eyes were dark and unforthcoming,
Time.
as though they had done this mindlessly, by order.
Well, that's what happens when you run into a mind witch. X to perform an attack, and A to do a dodge roll. Alright, cool. Slice! Whoop! Oh, come on. It only takes one swipe. I mean, this goes right through their armor. I mean, it's a power sword.
Yeah, you'd think.
What's over here? Coffin. Can I hack it? Nope. Guess not. Ornstay Maypel. Female. Age 164. She's looking pretty good for 164. Can you, like, fucking look at all of these people? That would be nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Exploration. I'm a curious sort. I mean, I am an Inquisitor. Alright. Now let's fucking... Is there something here? No, guess not. Alright. So in the books, the guy that Eisenhorn is following here, iClone, wakens all of the people on Hubris here, and he did it too rapidly, and they die from like being in cryostasis and then immediately waking up. Ooh, cool. That was cool. I'm all for these fucking awesome, you know, like finishing moves and shit like that. That's always cool to me.
Stab!
Dynamic deaths are a cool thing, and that immediately gets my respect whenever, you know, game developers put that kind of shit in their games.
Respect and bloodlust.
Of course. Helena Nordstrom, age 77.
Aw, she's young.
I know, right? She hasn't even had her first Juvenat treatment. Yeah. Oh, there's a cliff there. Alright. Oh, there we go. Aha. Suppose I better go and save my ganger friend. But I'm gonna be too late, so it doesn't matter what I do. Ooh, what's this? 250 coins. There's loot in this? I mean, if it's gonna follow the book, then... Oh, what did I tell you? She did!
Yeah.
All my life, I have had a reputation for being cold, unfeeling. I am not, but I possess a singular force of will. To feel pain, fear, or grief is a luxury I cannot afford. Throughout my career, it has served me well to steel myself against all that this wretched galaxy can throw at me. Loris Vibben had served with me for 5.5 years. In that period, she had saved my life twice. When I recruited her from the clan slums of Tornish, it was for her combat skills. But I came to value her for her sharp mind, soft wit, and clear head. I stared down
And
at her
moist
body for a
vagina.
moment. I believe I may have uttered her name.
No,
Yeah,
it's,
there you
I
go.
made a promise
that's
to
the
myself.
the pilot that was
I would kill
stroking her,
Iclone
so
with
it's-
this gun.
Well, he says steely resolve. Maybe he's got something else steely there, too.
Nah, indeed. Oh. That's kind of interesting. It's not like Batman and that controls. Pete, she was hot. I like that dead goth look. You're bad, man. You're a bad, bad man. There's nothing to scan. Sorry, Loris. You did. Alright. Always check around over here. And in Space Marine, they like to hide servo skulls. Oh, you hear that? Starting to hear some people banging at the... Oh, great. Here we go again. At least deactivate the power sword, dude. Come on.
Minus 10 points for, failure for realism on the power sword.
Oh no, my favorite
Whole
bit.
disruptive, conductive energy field, and
My favorite bit is that there's I've seen some other people play this, at least a little bit of it, where he had the power or the chainsword equipped, so the chain is actually running as he's like jamming it into a door.
yep, makes total sense.
Yeah, it's fine. Who's this? Iris Tanis. Female, age 31, condition failing. Emergency action required immediately. Occupant at lethal risk.
Rip.
I'm sorry, you're gonna die. Like almost all 12,000 of you. Ooh, more people. Oh, it's iClone. How's it going, Rogue Psyker?
Eisenhorn? Gregor, is that you? You're dead, you know, Gregor. Dead like they all are. Step out and make it quick.
He was good, I'll give him that. My legs actually twitched, almost starting to walk me clear of cover into the open. IClone was infamous across a dozen settled systems for his mind powers and mesmeric tone. How else had he managed to get these dark-eyed fools to do his bidding? But I have similar skills, and I have honed them well. Show yourself first.
Be gone, heretic.
Shit. Oh, more bullets. I'm getting shot. Ah, help, I'm getting shot.
Yow.
Stab. Oh, did I cut off his arm? Oh, I did. Sweet. All right.
Mm-hmm.
These people are dying. Can't do anything to help them though. Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's the armory. Got it. Oh, that's okay. I don't have the Goth Eviscerator.
Hmm.
So if you want
Good
to
stuff.
eviscerate some Goths,
Apparently.
Hell's Teeth Chainsword. I can unlock the Mark 10 Hell's Teeth Chainsword. Fuck it, why not? Oh wait, no I don't. Never mind. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. Oh. I don't know why, but it didn't show Icy's comment there. I had to fucking allow that. That's fuck you, YouTube. Anyway, hey Icy, how's it going? Long time no hear from. Chase Icon.
What makes you think you can catch me this time, Gregor? You've failed so many times before.
It makes me think that I can catch you. 'Cause I got a gun, bitch. Oh. Need to duck down. Okay.
Admit it, Gregor. You don't want to kill me. You want to join me.
Press the B button to do the squat shuffle.
I don't want to join you. You're a heretic. Fuck you.
The sleepers were waking, their frigid bodies sore with hibernation sickness. trapped in their caskets with no one to aid them. I bid Betancourt alert the custodians. Apparently, relief crews were on their way. But why? Why was Iclone doing this?
Okay. Can I duck over it? Duck over it? Ow! Ow! Apparently not. So where do I go? Where do I go? What do I do? Where do I go? What do I do? Can I shut this off? Oh. I'm smart. Field of view. Terrifying thing of all. Ah.
Don't mind me, Mr. Camera. Just get shoved over the shoulder there.
Right. I like the part in the book where
Almost got you, Gregor. You're only stretching this out, Iclone.
where Gregor finally gets Iclone. He just shoves the barrel of the Scipio, the auto pistol that Gregor's carrying around. Mind you, look at the size of this gun, right? Just look at the size of this. Size of this gun, right? Look at the size of the barrel of that gun. He shoves it into Iclone's mouth and blows out the back of his head. That's how he describes it in the book. So I'm just gonna say, I want to see this happen in this game.
Feeling cold, Eisenhorn? You'll join these corpses.
Ow. Douchebag put out mines. Oh, hey, Johnny Hellcat's here. How's it going? Hi, gooey frozen person. You are going to die.
I hesitated. A merciful headshot would have spared her everything. But once awake, the hierarchy of hubris would not understand a mercy killing. Do you think me weak? Flawed? To set my duty before her suffering? I would gladly ignore one life in agony if I could save 100, 1,000 more. For I have the moral strength required of an Inquisitor. Mankind must suffer so that mankind can survive. It's that simple.
Pete,
But
were
to
you
this
saying
day,
that I
I
have
still
internet trouble, or
dream
is
of the
YouTube being
slow
a cunt?
death
I was having trouble with
to which I
OBS.
abandoned her.
Say, okay, in the book, when he describes that, he's like on the run trying to catch Iclone. So,
Screaming, pounding. God,
it doesn't really come across very well to have this monologue
thousands
while
of
he's like
frantic
staring at the
souls waking
person
up
while
to
they're
face
dying.
an agonizing death.
I'm just saying. It seems a little weird, that's all. Yep. Wait for the elevator. I'm chasing a man. Elevator. Go up the hole.
Go down the hole.
No servers? Probably. More raspberry jam.
The cryogenerators had come from the ships that first carried humans to this world. The tombs had been raised around them and kept operating for thousands of years.
anything standing there? Alright, crap. What's over here? What's over here? Nothing. A whole lot of nothing. Okay. Cool. Don't you hate that in video games? Like, where they give you a false choice and then it just ends up being nothing? Just like, straight up, just nothing.
You want to explore? Here, have a dead end.
Right? It's like, give me at least
Fuck
something
you.
for dead ending, you know?
This was where iClone's men had artificially triggered the revival process. A key component of this mysterious device had been removed.
Ow. Fuck. Stop it. Okay.
Almost, Gregor.
You know, almost only counts in Grok's shoes and crack grenades. Fuck you. Ow. I don't even know why I did that. What the fuck? Alright. Yeah, Pete said, dig the eagle in the back of his jacket. Dude, seriously, if I could have a jacket with an actual Imperial Aquila on the back, I so fucking would. In a heartbeat.
And you get sick and tired for being accused of having the Smirnoff logo on your back.
Oh, no. Okay. Little side story here. Did you know that there was... here's a little bit of interesting tidbit and side story here. For those that are just now joining, person who's with me in chat here is SCP. He's a personal friend of mine.
Yeah.
And... pause for breath. Pick targets with Y. Ranged and melee. Successful regular combos. Okay. No more bullets! Laughing, boy! Alright, so, SCP is a personal friend of mine. He can tell you about, one thing, in my early life, where, I used to work at Netflix, and he knows this because I got him a job there, right?
Yarp.
Well, before you went to work there, there was a guy who worked there. Now, mind you, I have, if you look on Inquisitor Eisenhorn's back, here, let me turn it to the camera, you can see the double-headed eagle logo. That's the symbol of the Imperium, right? I have that symbol on a pewter necklace that I wear sometimes. And so I was wearing it one time while I was working at Netflix, and the dude, there was a fairly new dude. He was already gone by the time you joined, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he looked at my necklace, and then one day he just leans in really close and just goes, "Hey man, is that a Nazi thing?"
Oh boy.
It's yet more evidence of the fact that I think nowadays we just there's too many people that have Nazi Tourette's that just want so badly for there to be Nazis everywhere. Oh my God, Nazi, Nazi, Nazi! And I was like,
Get them Nazis, Ermagurb.
it was fucking retarded. I actually physically laughed at the dude.
Yeah, as well you should.
It was ridiculous. Saw the door there, but I want to see what's over here. Just more crispy bodies, okay. I'm sorry, all of you people are dying in agony. Alright. So far the combat is pretty It's
But still minus 10 points for the improper use of power swords to wedge open doors.
Well, it's I gotta say, it's probably better than what Captain Titus would do. He just fucking knocked the whole damn door down with a thunder hammer. Which,
Yeah, but he's a fucking space marine. That's kind of in the job description.
yeah, probably.
Kill people and break shit. It's like, that's not even like, you know, part way down the list of priorities. Inquisitors have other things at the top.
There's
Space
nowhere left
Marines,
to run,
no,
recidivist.
no, kill people and break shit is the top of the priorities
Days
list.
are numbered.
Imperium's days are numbered. Wow, you're not the first heretic to
Perhaps.
say that.
But yours ends here.
I mean, how long have the Chaos Primarchs been saying that, and they still haven't been successful? Oh! Oh! What now, motherfucker?
I will make you scream like the girl did.
How's that whole worshipping a corpse going for you?
Oh, whatever, Fulgrim. You know, I've been actually listening to the. Oh shit! I got shot in the back, motherfuckers. I've been listening to Fulgrim. I've been listening to all of the Horus Heresy books, but I've just now gotten to Fulgrim's book, and it's really interesting. I kind of like the sort of idea of how some of the Chaos Primarchs have gotten to how they did. And I don't know, it's kind of cool to
Come join me now.
no. I will shoot you. Ah! God damn it.
I will make you scream like the girl did.
Fucking hell, stop shooting me!
Now,
She begged us for mercy, Greg.
back in just one moment.
Come join her in hell.
There is no hell, there's only the warp. Even you should know that. Heretic scum. God damn it! No! Oh, fuck you for even asking that, you cunt. I'm just not rolling enough. I'm not Dark Soulsing it. I'm not shoulda rolled.
I will make you scream like the girl did. She begged us for mercy, Greg. Come join her in hell.
The fuck? The hell hit me? Alright.
I will make you scream like the girl did. She begged us for mercy, Gregor. join her in hell.
God, what the fuck? I had like full health there. What the hell?
I will make you scream like the girl did. She beggars for mercy, Gregor. Come join her in hell.
Did it.
No more words, heretic. I punched the gun so hard into his mouth the trigger guard broke his lower teeth.
That was a pretty weak sound effect, man. Where the fuck was Betancourt? He was supposed to have chewed up all of them in the gun cutter.
Most perturbatory.
Amos?
A codifier of unique design, similar in layout to the mind impulse units used by the hallowed Adeptus Mechanicus to govern the linkage between human brain and god machine. It may be illicit or stolen. The Adeptus Mechanicus would be most interested.
Either way, they're not going to know about it. This is inquisitorial evidence.
Quite so.
Where is this off-worlder, this Eisenhorn? Arrest him!
High Custodian.
You will be detained until...
No. I am an Inquisitor of the God Emperor of Mankind, Ordo Xenos. I will cooperate in any investigation, but you will not and cannot detain me. Do you understand?
An Inquisitor? Thousands are dead. This desecration, the highborn of hubris, violated by a...
A murderer. A follower of darkness who now lies dead under a plastic sheet on the upper landing platform. I mourn the great loss hubris has suffered tonight. But if I had not been here at all to raise the alarm, who knows what catastrophe Eichlo may have wrought. Or even his overall ambition.
Cyclone, the recidivist? You must brief me on this entire event.
I shall prepare a report and bring it to you. I will have questions for you too, but you have plenty to deal with right now. We made our way out. Betancourt presented the junior custodians with a formal register of evidence to be stored for my inspection. The list included the casket and the bodies of Eichlo and his men. None would be tampered with or even searched until I had looked at them. Betancourt made these requirements abundantly clear. We took Vibben with us. It looked as though we may have had to remain on Hubris for a week. Maybe longer if Carpel proved difficult. But the investigation could not wait. As soon as I returned to the gun cutter, I went to see Loink, our astropath.
And the way he describes it in the book, the gun cutter was actually a fairly small craft. This thing is fucking huge. I always got the impression that they were like right on top of each other. Hey, there's Midas Betancourt.
Loink is waiting for you in the room below us.
That's kind of how I pictured him. Not that kind of jacket, though. I always assumed it was much more of a hotshot pilot jacket. What's in the back? What's back here? I'll be in my bunk. What's Loink?
Loink is in his room, below the cockpit.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, it's Uber Amos. Never mind. Oh! Hey, check it out. It's a nice stateroom. Man, they really went balls to the wall with the fucking look of this, didn't they? They took every single little tiny bit of art that you've seen for like other, like for the tabletop games or any of that kind of stuff, and they like really went balls to the wall and to the nines with it. Looks really
Yeah,
cool.
it really does scream Imperial. Everything from impractical, large spaces and big-ass windows.
Well, yeah, that's one thing I was saying. I think you were still gone at the time. In the book, they described the gun cutter as being a fairly small vessel. And I always thought, yeah, it was going to be like, you know, everyone kind of cramped on top of each other sort of thing. I didn't expect it to be this fucking big. Like, this is even bigger than goddamn fucking Firefly.
Yeah, but at the same time, Imperial shit usually isn't small. Like,
Yeah.
it's usually all the ship stuff is usually like it's way larger than most like practical things you'd think of, and it's like the smallest of all is Star Trek, and then you work your way up from there for like
Yeah,
interior spaces and shit. And
I guess, yeah. Hey, Astropath Loink, are you down here on the cargo level? I want to put you in a box.
living in a cardboard box.
Fucking blind motherfucker. Makes me wonder if there's any, like, you know, extremely disrespectful guardsmen that just have been, like, fucking with astropaths. Like, they'll just move their, you know, move their mugs or something like that.
It's all fun and games until he fries you with who knows how many millions of volts of psychic energy.
Master,
Contact the main Astropathicus enclave here on Hubris and request a full transcript of off-world traffic for the past 6 weeks. Also, any record of unlicensed traffic, individuals using their own astropaths. Whatever they can make available. And a little threat that it's an Inquisitor requiring this data wouldn't hurt.
will you be requiring an auto-seance?
Not yet, but I will eventually. I will give you time to prepare.
Master, is it true that the female Vibben is dead?
Yes, Loink.
Ah, I thought it was quiet.
The comment wasn't as callous as it sounded. Loris Vibben was a latent psyker. Whilst she was alive, I could hear the unconscious broadcasting of her young, eager mind. And yet my psychic abilities at the time were undeveloped compared to Loink's. Loink, although a young man, was already physically deteriorating from the demands of a psyker's life. He hadn't been with me long. My previous astropath had been killed trying to translate a warp cipher 6 weeks before.
Looking for Amos. Last time I saw him, he was in his room.
So now I need to go and talk to Amos. Okay. So I know that, like, you can control at least 3 people in this game, because I've seen, you know, screenshots of it. You can control Eisenhorn, Uber Amos, and Chastener Fishig, Godwin Fishig. And
I spent an hour with Amos in his cramped, data slate-filled room, preparing a report for Carpel. I set out the basic details, reserving anything I felt he didn't need to know.
I always
counted
found it
my
interesting the fact that
made
the
Amos check
Adeptus
them against
Arbites
local
get
law.
like
In truth, I was bulletproof against local
0.01%
legislation,
of the
but I wanted to check
attention in
anyway.
the tabletop
An
game, but they're
Amalathian
this
prides himself on working
huge
with the
and
structures of
like
Imperial society,
significant
not above
player
or beyond
all
them.
the time.
Or
Well, not
through
all the
them.
time, but
As a
most anytime there's
mono-dominant one.
anything
I
Imperial
wanted Carpel and the senior
in
officials
fluff
of Hubris
stuff,
on my
books,
side, helping my
side stuff in
investigation.
games.
Although exhausted, I could
I'll
not
say
sleep
they
before
are,
paying one last visit to
They
Viven.
do have stuff about the Arbites in the side games, like Necromunda.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, though. You compare that to the amount of information about even the Imperial Guard for the sake of 40k, and it's fucking... The amount for the Arbites is spit in a bucket.
Yep,
Laura's
time to lay the
Midland.
Scipio down on her body.
Twice she saved my life. She saw herself as my aide and bodyguard, but in truth, she was more a companion and fellow warrior.
Rest in my quarters. Fucking
Get
Hammond.
ready. Lift off for Sundome in 5.
If this were my kind of, you know, if these were my quarters, hell yeah, man. That's all I gotta say.
For the first time in 6 years, I did not dream about Iclone.
'Cause
Oh,
he's
hey,
dead.
we've been joined by the sharpest dressed otter in his smoking jacket.
I thought you'd be asleep, dude. You're on Mucky in the morning. Uh-oh. I'm dreaming. Laura's Vivian's body. Why is stuff burning?
This just in, fire's still hot.
Oh no. The fuck? Where the hell do I go? What do I do? Where do I go? I'm not even in the warp. We're still on the same planet. Can't have fucked up dreams while you're not even in warp transit.
If you have any kind of psychic talent, you can have fucked up dreams whenever the warp feels like sticking its dick in your ear. Come on now.
Yeah, I guess that's true. And Eisenhorn is a latent psyker. Yeah, it's true. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, Truebial. Where the fuck you go? Where'd you go?
In the blinding dark came a revelation. His blank eyes were empty. Not like Iclone's drones, but vacant. Like an immense, starless distance. I had no idea who he was.
It's a demon host. You haven't met him yet.
Eisenhorn.
Touchdown! Destination reached. Ready to disembark.
Ah, there we go. This is the proper outfit that Eisenhorn is probably most well known for. I have this model. I really should paint it one of these days.
really should paint it one of these days. The story of everyone who plays anything to do with miniature games.
I mean, he ain't wrong. Oh dear Panzer of the Lake, tell me your wisdom. Paint the minis you own before you buy new ones.
Heresy.
No. Oh. Hey, what's up, Amos?
Betancourt would like to talk to you in the cockpit.
Oh, god damn it. What do you want, Betancourt?
Damn bright place.
They have 11 months of pitch dark, so they light their habitat to an excessive degree.
They don't get many visitors in this season. Most of the ships here are local, trans-atmospheric. I make 3 non-locals aside from us. 2 trader launches and a private cutter.
I'd like to know how that bastard Eisenhorn got here, and how he was intending to leave again.
I'll find out. What about Vibben?
Do you know what her wishes were? Did she want her remains sent back to Tornish for burial?
I don't know Eisenhorn. She never told me either.
Take a look through her effects. See if she left any testament or instructions. Can you do that?
I'd like to do that.
Yes, because in the book you were fucking her. We all know. Alright, cool.
Amos had completed his report. Now it was time to face the locals.
Fuck the locals. They have no authority over me. I'm a goddamn Inquisitor.
Yeah, man, there you go.
It was a short trip through the overbright streets to the custodial hall.
Ah, here we go.
The
There's some more
flowers.
BDs.
From the hydroponic farms on East Dome 7.
Signifying?
Morning, same as the sashes.
Stand to, soldier!
Happened last night is a major tragedy for this world. Yellow is their holy color. I believe
That's
the local
not how
religion
you
is a
salute.
solar belief.
The sign of the Aquila
The
is where you
sun
have
as
both
a
hands
emperor.
across your chest,
Common enough.
signifying the dual eagle's
Extreme
wings and the
here
dual heads.
For obvious reasons.
You call yourselves proper BDs.
I mean, hey, at least these guys aren't an endangered species like Cadians are.
Hey now.
World War II soon?
Yes. Again, man. Look up. It's fucking cool. And that's one thing that these guys get really good about these 40k games is the sheer enormity of it.
That's proper 40k scale for you.
And now we're gonna meet Godwin Fishing.
High Custodian.
They are all dead. All 12,142. Processional 212 is dead. None survived the trauma.
Seriously,
First has
man,
my
can I turn off
sincere
this whole
sympathies,
auto
High Custodian.
not showing comments thing?
Your sympathies? A great part of our ruling elite die in one night, and we have your sympathies to console us.
That is all I can offer, High Custodian.
Your arrogance astounds me, Off-Worlder. You bring this monster to our world, battle with him through our most sacred sanctums?
Wait.
I came here to save you and deny Iclone's plans. But for the efforts of myself and my companions, he might have destroyed more than one of your hibernation tombs. I broke none of your laws. I was careful to preserve your codes in pursuit of my work. What do you mean I brought this monster here?
We registered no off-world ship these past 20 days except yours, Eisenhorn. Did you choose Hubris because it was a quiet place where you might finish your feud undisturbed in the long dark?
Amos?
The supports are early Imperial Gothic in style, but...
Amos, the report. Read this, Carpo. Read it thoroughly. Or should I read it aloud to all here assembled? Should I explain how I came here at the last minute when I learned Iclone was moving to Hubris? That I learned that only by astropathic decryption of a cipher message sent by Iclone 2 months ago? A cipher that killed my astropath in his efforts to translate it?
Inquisitor,
And what about this? The evidence that Iclone has been planning a move against your world for almost a year. And this, gathered last night, that an unregistered starship moved in and out of your orbit to deliver Iclone 3 days ago, unnoticed by your planetary overwatch and the Custodian Guardians? You were wide open. He exploited you. Don't blame me for anything except being too late to stop him. As I said, you have my sincere condolences. And next time you choose to confront an Imperial Inquisitor, you may want to be more respectful. I'm excusing a lot, because I recognize the trauma and loss you have suffered. But my patience isn't limitless, unlike my authority. I expect your full cooperation as I extend my investigation.
But the matter is over.
I want your consent for me to continue, as well as your full cooperation. Iclone may be dead, but he was just the blade point of a long
I like
and still
in the book how they
dangerous
describe
weapon.
this encounter.
What are you talking about?
If he speaks again without me knowing who he is, I will
gonna
throw
throw him
him
out the
out of the
window.
window. And I won't open it first.
If he
This
speaks
is
again
Chastener
without me
Fishing
knowing
of
who
the
he
Adeptus
is.
Arbites. I wanted him present.
Chastener,
Inquisitor, my question stands.
Merdin Iclone was a facilitator. A brilliant, devious man, one of the most dangerous I've ever hunted. He had no true allegiances. He worked to facilitate the grand schemes of others. What he was doing here on Hubris was to advance and develop someone else's plans. I must work back from Iclone, his men, from any clue he left, and dig my way into whatever greater secret darkness was employing him.
And for this you want the cooperation of the people of Hubris?
The people, the authorities, you, everyone. This is the Emperor's work. Will you shrink from it?
No, sir, I will not.
Excellent.
I grant my authority. Conduct your work thoroughly and quickly. I ask 2 things in return.
And they are?
You report all findings to me, and you allow the Chastener to accompany you. Fishig has the authority of the Arbites. Consider him a local guide.
And your ears and eyes. I will be grateful for his assistance.
Where first?
They wanted blood, I realized. They wanted someone to punish for the deaths. Or something to tell to the rest of the population when they woke to this disaster a few months later. I couldn't blame them.
Midas, prepare the combat simulator. We have a new crew member.
The combat simulator is ready.
Okay, Chastener Fishig. Let's see what you've got.
Interact with the servitor. Oh, okay. Bodyguard allies such as Fish Egg will fight alongside Eisenhorn and
Had enough then?
I seem to remember that Fish Egg spends most of this book incapacitated.
Sucks to be him.
Yeah. Lucius Pattern Las pistol. Ooh, can I give him a plasma gun? Not yet. Damn. I can't? No. I can't give him an RBD shotgun either. What the fuck? I can give him a bolt pistol. How about a bolter? I could buy a plasma pistol. Ooh. Godwin Fish Egg is an RBD chastener from the Imperial world of hubris, using a detective's intuition and occasionally an RBD's fist. He works to dispense the Emperor's law in the Helican subsector. Besides his handiness in violent confrontations, Eisenhorn has come to value Fish Egg for his directness and steadfast determination. The Adeptus Arbites created a staunch ally for the Emperor and chastener Godwin Fish Egg. In the book, it took Eisenhorn a little bit to warm to Godwin Fish Egg because he's kind of a dick. I really want to get an Eviscerator. I mean, come on, I'm a human, so that means that the best possible... Oh, Thunderhammer, what? Lathe pattern Thunderhammer. Munitorum Power Sword. Now I really want to get a Thunderhammer. Alright, well, I've been streaming for about an hour and 20 minutes. I know it started a little late because of technical difficulties and shit, but now that I've got this shit figured out and I know what to do next time, I suppose I can start up again a little bit quicker. Yeah, so far this has been okay. It's nothing to write home about. The combat's a little eh. The models are great. The camera work's a little eh. Especially in the because this is an extremely story-heavy story, if that makes sense. So that's really where this either flags or fails. So far, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with continuing it. I'm extremely familiar with the book, and I can keep on pointing out those differences. Till then, though, I will sign off and do this again some other time. Hopefully people enjoyed it, and take care, everyone.